What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Vegas. Heading home. It is snowing. Flurries. It is kind of covering the ground now as it gets a little bit colder. Mid 30s. See some cars getting covered. I guess it's been sitting there for a while. But it's just flurries. And stop by the store, and of course, people are doing the usual panic thing, like, oh my God, let's go buy like hundreds of dollars of groceries now because fuck it, we're not going to be able to get out of the house ever again in life once this like dusting is over. And it truly looks like it's just going to be a dusting. Like I saw in the forecast, it was supposed to be flurries, so it wasn't something that I wasn't expecting. By the way, I'm in a parking lot from hell, by the way, and people sure are acting like fucking morons in this motherfucker. That's weird. I don't know what's wrong with them. But yeah, it is what it is. Roads aren't bad, so it was a bad day of work as far as the DoorDash thing, but yeah, kind of expected Monday through Wednesday to have like these off days. It's just par for the course. Actually went to sleep at a decent time, but here's the problem. So I got home, I want to say 6:30, whatnot. And I ate and then passed the fuck out not too long after I took a shower. And I wake up and it's like 11:30 at night or so, and I'm like, God damn it. So of course I was up until 3 in the morning again. Went to sleep, woke up, got up around 7, 8 this morning. So yeah, I'm all fucked up even more. Sucks, don't it? Fucking sucks. But now I'm gonna go ahead. It's almost 7 o'clock at the time of this recording, and I'm gonna force myself to at least stay up till 11, and then hopefully I'll go to sleep at a decent time. It's just wild. It is just wild. Anyway, there's some crazy stuff going on in the gaming sector. Got EA out here buying all these mobile game companies. They just bought a company that made that Kardashian game. I don't really know much about the Kardashian game, but that was one of the names of the games that they headlined in the wholesale. And I forget the other one. It's funny because the other one I actually do kind of know, but I don't remember the name all of a sudden right now, which is fucked up. Like the actual game that probably matters the most is the one I can't remember, but I remember that they made a Kardashian game. The company is Glue Mobile, and it's not the first time we've heard this, because EA's been snatching up like small mobile games. I mean, they did what's his name? Is it Pop Dash? I think is the name of the company. The one that used to make the Diner Dash games. No, it's PopCap. Sorry, PopCap. They bought them. The people who make Diner Dash and all of that. People who made Peggle. They even ported Peggle over to PC. In fact, I think it made it to the consoles as well. Don't quote me on that though. But yeah, and they took that and they, of course, made the Plants vs. Zombie series on consoles and PC. That wasn't bad, actually. They were pretty fun little like novelty shooters, I have to admit. But yeah, EA's been investing because they know mobile gaming is going to be part of the foreseeable future, and mobile gaming could be very, very lucrative. Usually it's like a low ceiling of development as far as cost, and it's just easier to like put that out there, and it'll spread like wildfire. Like Plants vs. Zombies in his original form, I think we've all played the fuck out of that at some point. And it was a smash, you know. They made a second one. The second one, though, they kind of fucked because they, like, overextended, like, their play at putting in stuff to pay for. So, but it was still cool. And, you know, it just makes sense. They're diversifying. They're not just worried about that whole AAA market. They're trying to, like, you know, grab that easy cash. Don't blame them. Just like after that, Ubisoft came out with the announcement that they're going to try to be less focused on being about AAA games and kind of spread things out and like push more smaller indie type games in their publishing, which again makes sense. Again, the ceiling for cost of development in indie games, of course, is much lower. You could easily cherry pick some of these small indie developers who are just looking for financing. Like, you can just put them on your team, just finance whatever idea they have. Oh wow, snow's sticking a lot more in my neighborhood. Oh Lord, here we go. People gonna act a fool in the morning. But anyway, yeah, I mean, and it's not only just a good supplement, but it's a good steady form of income, because AAA games are definitely a resource drain. And now that you having all these different platforms to put them out, especially with Microsoft making the demand that if it runs on Xbox Series X, it has to run on Xbox One, and it has to run on Xbox Series One S and Xbox Series One X, and you know, and then of course you're developing naturally for the consoles and PC. You know, your money's all over the place, and these games are costing like hundreds of millions of dollars these days to make. Like, most games are going to run a company between 50 million to 250 million, depending on what company you are and what the fuck you're doing in your development. And then you have your marketing to go with and all of that shit. Like, it is a lot of money put into this shit. And sorry, I'm straightening up slightly. That's why. Because I feel like I am not straight. And now I feel better. Okay, there we go. Anyway, but yeah, you got all these factors that you have when it comes to AAA gaming as far as costs, and naturally, when mobile gaming, indie gaming, it's a lot easier to market, to put out there and distribute. And you know, if it catches fire, it becomes like a big thing. Like, you know, in particular, Ubisoft said they're looking more towards the free-to-play stuff, because a lot of us do play a lot of free-to-play games. I mean, even on the big level, like Call of Duty Warzone. A lot of people out there play Call of Duty Warzone or Apex Legends, things like that. People still playing Fortnite, and they're able to cash in because it's like, yeah, these games are free, but people are willing to buy the skins and all of that stuff, and those like season passes to get the extras, because it's the thing that they play the most and they spend the most time with, and they want to kit it out, you know, customize and kit it out the way they want to. So you can make money off of that, off the extras. You know, the biggest thing that could have happened to Fall Guys was for PlayStation Plus to put it out for free, because people latched onto that and it blew up. And then when it got to other platforms, it was so popular that other people were like, well, yeah, I want to play this game too. So they were willing to pay for it. And then people were buying microtransactions or low-cost games like Among Us, which had been around for a while and all of a sudden blew up. Now they're just basically doing, you know, the add-on stuff, and are just gonna pretty much upgrade the game to Among Us 2 instead of making Among Us 2 because it's cheaper that way, because people are willing to go and pay for the extras and all that stuff. So they're making a ton on that. It's just like it's starting to make more sense to stop trying to just be AAA heavy. Like, I could see where it makes sense for companies like Microsoft and Nintendo and Sony to do so, because they own their own platforms. And while Microsoft is moving more to well, you can play anything anywhere at any time, Nintendo and Sony still like the idea of drawing people to their product by having something that you can only play on their product. And it's worked out well for them, because we just saw the Switch and sold, I think they said it sold more than the DS now or something. It's like close to 80 million in sales, I believe. Sony just announced that between the launch of the PlayStation 5 and the end of the year, even with the scarcity of product, they still sold almost 5 million consoles in that 2.5 month period. So that works for them. Other things work better for other people. I guess it's all about finding your niche and going with it, but sometimes you just need to just invest in things that are just trending. And free-to-play games, mobile games, have trended a lot now, and it doesn't hurt to put some money in time into that stuff to make some money off of it. I mean, hey, because that's what they're in the business for, to make money. So, hey. Anyway, just found all that stuff interesting. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get in the house, get out this cold. As always, you guys, feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll haunt you later. It's your boy Black Makers, and I'm out. Deuces.